Yes, dear students, we have completed the first chapter of chemistry. It is some basic concept of chemistry. And after studying the first chapter, you were in the position to answer what is chemistry, where is chemistry application very used, and what are the different measurement units of the matter. And we have discussed different formulas in stoichiometric calculations, empirical and molecular formulas, etc. Right? Yes. In second chapter, that is the structure of atom. Second chapter is structure of atom. Okay. So continuation of the first chapter, we know that matter is consist of what? Matter is made up of what? It is usually made up of what? Atoms. So atoms means what? These are the smallest particle of an element. Okay. So we in detail about the structure of atom and the different model of atom is studied in the second chapter. It is structure of atom. Okay. Note on the syllabus. According to the PU board syllabus, 30% portion has been deducted, right? So therefore, the 30% portion deduct ಮಾಡಿ what are the concept included under this chapter? So these are the concept included under the chapter. Textbook ಇದ್ರೆ textbook ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 2.3 that is development leading to the Bohr model of atom. And Bohr model for hydrogen atom, important model, usually comes for 2 or 3 marks. Towards quantum mechanical model of atom and quantum mechanical model of atom. Okay, so here in the development leading to the Bohr model of atom, so here we are discussing about the dual behavior of the matter. Matter here the light possesses the wave nature as well as what particle nature. So that is considered under the Bohr model development leading to the Bohr model of hydrogen atom. Later in the Bohr model of hydrogen atom, by considering the hydrogen atom, by considering the spectrum, we were predicting the structure of hydrogen atom. And the quantum mechanical model of atom, here we are discussing about the different principle, that is dual behavior of matter, and also here we are discussing about the uncertainty principle, Heisenberg uncertainty principle. And here in the quantum mechanical model of atom, the different quantum numbers we are going to discuss. Okay, different quantum numbers we are going to discuss. Okay, yes. And what are the deducted part from the chapter? It is the first one is the discovery of subatomic particle, electron, proton, neutron, and the discovery and the deduct model, as well as different atomic models. So Thomson atomic model as well as Rutherford atomic model has been deducted from your syllabus. Okay, so based on the 30% reduction, we discuss the different topics of the chapter structure of atom. Right. Yes, before going to the chapter, I just want to give some information related to the atom. Okay, atom means what? These are the smallest particle of an element. Usually, this atom is derived from the Greek word that is atomio. Okay, it is usually derived from the Greek word atomio. What is the meaning of atomio? Atomio means it is non-divisible. Okay, non-divisible. Because if you consider some of the compound, ಈಗ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ carbon dioxide ಅಂತ consider ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, carbon dioxide I can break into the small piece as carbon as well as oxygen. Okay, as again oxygen I can break into what? Oxygen atoms. So once it is break down into the atom state, okay, it is once again what? It is once again non-divisible. Here also it is once again non-divisible. So the smallest particle of the element usually called as what? Atom. So what are the different properties of the atom? So properties of the atom is first given by the theory, Dalton's atomic theory. High school ಅಲ್ಲಿ study ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ Dalton's atomic theory. What is the Dalton atomic theory? What are the properties comes under the Dalton atomic theory? Postulates of Dalton atomic theory. This atomic theory, which is having some of the properties related to the atoms. What are the properties of the atom? Atoms are usually what? Smallest particle of an element. These atoms are usually what? Non-divisible or uncuttable, breakable, it is the smallest portion. Then usually the atom combined together what it may be from molecules or it may be forms what compounds. Simple compounds ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ complex compounds ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. And atoms of one element, if I consider, if I consider carbon dioxide and methane, okay, ಅಥವಾ if I consider carbon dioxide and H2O, here in both the compound oxygen is similar, correct? But the properties of the oxygen in carbon dioxide and properties of oxygen in water, it is entirely different. How water here it is there in the liquid state, but here it is there in what gaseous state. So therefore, if you consider the properties of atoms in one compound, it is entirely different than that of the other compound. And usually the chemical reaction involves what? Recombination of the atom अथवा decomposition of the atom. So therefore, these are the different properties of Dalton atomic theory, postulates of Dalton atomic theory. Okay, so based on the postulates of Dalton atomic theory, once again what Faraday, Michael Faraday, he in detail studied about atom. Okay, and he said that atom, once atom, what it is also having some other particles. Okay, in nature atom ಅಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ there is some other features, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಆಟಮ್ ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಆ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? there is also some other features present which makes the two atoms close together. Okay, so he discovered in in detail he studied about the structure of atom, and he said that atom also carries some subatomic particles, and that subatomic particles are what? Protons, neutrons and electrons. Okay, yes, what are the subatomic particles of atom? Subatomic particles, what are the different subatomic particles? Atoms usually having three subatomic particles, that is electron, neutrons and protons. Electrons, neutrons and protons. Okay, electrons are usually given by E, protons, neutrons are usually given by N, and protons are usually given by small letter v. Okay, and these electrons are usually having apparent charge -1, and neutrons 0, and protons are having the apparent charge +1 ಅಂತ represent ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. But exact ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಅದರ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ represent ಮಾಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ it is usually 1.6022 into 10 to the power -19 coulomb. Okay, charge of a electron. And if you consider the charge of a neutron, yeah, it is 0, pure object is 0, but if you consider the charge of a neutron, it is same but plus charge 1.6022 into 10 to the power -19 coulomb. Okay, ಈ values ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ entrance level examinations ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So therefore remember the values. Okay, ಇವತ್ತು ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಬಹುದು, ಬಟ್ ಸಿಇಟಿ ಅಥವಾ ನೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವು ಜನರಲ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ಸ್ that you must know. Okay, this is the charge. And what is the mass of electron? What is the mass of electron? The mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power -31 kg. And what is the mass of a neutron? Mass of a neutron is 1.674 into 10 to the power -27 kg. And what is the mass of a proton? It is 1.672 into 10 to the power -27 kg. Okay, so here if you discuss, if you go through the mass, when we compare the neutrons and protons, when you consider the neutrons and protons, here neutrons mass is little bit higher than that of the protons. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1.674 ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1.672. Okay, remember the values, remember the different values. Okay, these are the subatomic particles of the atom: electrons, neutrons and protons. Okay. Yeah, so once he discovered that atoms also carries a subatomic particle, then how these are arranged, how these are arranged in the atom. Atom alli hege arrange agide, it was given by what? Thomson atomic model as well as Rutherford atomic model. Okay, but Thomson atomic model, Rutherford atomic model only 70% of the postulates and accept ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. But even though the correct structure of atom, it was predicted by means of what? Bohr model of the hydrogen atom. Bohr model of hydrogen atom alli 80% of the postulates which is usually resembles the structure of atom. Okay, so we discuss in detail about that later. Now, what are the behavior of a charged particle? Charged particle is behavior. What is the behavior of a charged particle? Behavior of charged particle. Behavior of charged particle. It is just a general introduction. Okay, behavior of charged particle. Behavior of charged particle. You know that behavior of charged particle, it is, this is the like charge and this is the unlike charge. Usually the like charges, that is plus plus and minus minus, which are repel each other, and plus minus, these are what usually attract each other. Okay, this concept we use so many of the batteries are usually working under this concept, as well as what some of the electrolytic process usually what working on the basis of this what behavior of a charged particle. So ಈಗ electrolysis process ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. electrolysis process ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎರಡು electrodes ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಗ್ರಾಫೈಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಬಾಕಿ electrodes ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. ಆ electrodes ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಥೋಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆನೋಡ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಇದೊಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಕ್ಯಾಥೋಡ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಯೂಶುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದಾ ಅಥವಾ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದಾ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ cathode itself is negatively charged and anode itself is what? Positively charged. Remember this. Okay? And since the cathode itself is negatively charged towards the cathode, positive charge particle attract agutade. Since the anode itself is positive charge towards the anode, negatively charged particles attract agutade. So, ee concept anna use madabodu what Faraday he discovered electrons anna discover ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಹೇಗೆ? he consider the tube, this is called as what? Evacuated tube. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈ evacuated tube ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ಒಂದು ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? electric field and apply magnet. So this evacuated tube which is having the two electrodes, I consider one as a cathode, one more as a anode. Okay, so electric tube discharge cathode and this must be bigger line agibekku, this must be the smaller line. Okay, so here in order to predict ಈಗ atom ಅಲ್ಲಿ electrons ಇದೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ Faraday he introduced some gas into the evacuated tube, glass tube, evacuated glass tube ಅಥವಾ discharge tube. Evacuated discharge tube ಗೆ he introduced some gas into the tube at low pressure. low pressure ಅಲ್ಲಿ gas ಅನ್ನು introduce ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, and when he introduced the gas at low pressure, he applied the electric field about 10,000 volt. 10,000 volt electric field ಅನ್ನು apply ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ some of the invisible stream of rays which is moving from the cathode towards the anode. ಅದು invisible stream of rays ನಿಮಗೆ itself eyes ಗೆ ಅದು visible ಆಗಿರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. So its presence is detected by means of what? Phosphorescent coating. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಂಡಲ್ಲಿ evacuated tube ಅಲ್ಲಿ phosphorescent coating ಅನ್ನು apply ಮಾಡೋದು. So phosphorescent coating ಯಾವುದು? zinc sulfide ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕೋದು. Okay, so that phosphorescent coating ಇದು application ಏನು? What is the use of it? Usually TV ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಈ phosphorescent coating ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. When the signals hit on it, ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಆವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ, ಟಿವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸೆಂಟ್ ಕೋಟಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಗ್ಲೋ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇನ್ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಆಫ್ ರೇಸ್ when you apply the electric field of about 10,000 volt, it will be moving towards the direction of anode. ಅದರ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? at the behind the anode it starts to glow. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಈ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಂಡ್ ಗ್ಲೋ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಈ ಎಂಡ್ ಗ್ಲೋ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಹಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೇಸ್ ಹಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ರೇಸ್ ಈ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್? ಈ ಆನೋಡ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಏನು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪ್ರೂವ್ಡ್ ದಟ್, ಫಾರಡೆ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ದಟ್ ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಷಿಯಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೀಸ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಷಿಯಸ್ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆನೋಡ್ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ he showed that, he said that the invisible stream of rays, the invisible stream of rays ಏನಿದೆ, it is usually called as what? Cathode rays. Okay, it is usually called as what? Cathode rays. So this cathode rays which is having the properties similar to the negatively charged particle. So therefore he called that cathode rays as electrons, and he said that atoms carries a negatively charged particle, and he named that negatively charged particle as electrons, and he given the mass of the electron and charge of the electrons. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಹೇಗೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ? ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. When we introduce some gas into the evacuated tube, some of the rays, invisible stream of rays is moving towards the direction of anode. Its presence is detected by means of a zinc sulfide coating behind the anode. Okay, usually anode is made with a perforated, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಿಕ್ ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ anode ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ರೇಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಈ ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಮೂಲಕ ರೇಸ್ ಈ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ಗೆ ಹಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Okay, when that rays hits to the glass tube, what happens? It starts to glow. ಅದು ಶೈನ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಗ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಬಲ್ಬ್ ಉರಿಯುವಾಗೆ ಏನಾಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶೈನ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So it indicates that the gas also carries some of the negatively charged particle. Therefore, it moves towards the anode, so which indicate the presence of what? Electrons inside the atom. So therefore, he discovered the atom, what? Electrons, subatomic particle electrons he discovered. Similarly, electrons ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಹಾಗೇನೆ protons ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. protons ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ? same tube here ಈ zinc sulfide coating ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡು. ಆಯ್ತಾ, zinc sulfide coating ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡು. When you introduce some of the gas into the evacuated tube, and he observed that some invisible stream of rays moving towards the direction of a cathode, and its presence is detected by means of a phosphorescent coating behind the cathode, not behind the anode, behind the cathode. So that rays are usually called as what? Canal rays. Previously cathode rays, idu canal rays. Okay, so it is usually the positively charged particles. Canal rays are positively charged particles, but cathode rays are negatively charged particles. So this canal rays are moving towards the cathode. Its presence is detected by means of a zinc sulfide coating, and he proved that atom also carries a positively charged particle, and it is later named as what? Proton. And he discovered this simultaneously. Simultaneously he discovered what he did was, throughout the evacuated tube ಗೆ phosphorescent coating ಅನ್ನು apply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? Throughout this phosphorescent coating ಅನ್ನು apply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, but only behind the cathode and only behind the anode you can observe the glowing. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಯಾಕೆ? Because the cathode rays and cathode rays are simultaneously generated and which produces the glow at the end of a evacuated tube. That glow is because of what? Positively charged particle and negatively charged particle. So therefore he proved that atom carries a positively charged particle which is called as later proton, and also it carries a negatively charged particle which we call it as what? Electrons. Okay, proton discover aitu, electron discover aitu. Later James Chadwick, okay, James Chadwick, he discovered that atom not only consists of protons and electrons, there is also some what neutral species is present which maintains the stability of electrons and protons present in the atom, and he later named it as what? Neutrons. How he discovered? He considered the beryllium plate. He considered the beryllium foil, beryllium plate. This beryllium plate. So this beryllium plate ಗೆ alpha particles ಅನ್ನು bombard ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Alpha particle ಅನ್ನು it is subjected to the alpha particle. When the alpha particle bombarding in the sense incident ಆಗೋದು. So when this alpha particle is bombarded into the beryllium plate, some of the neutrally charged species, neutral charged rays ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ರೇಸ್ ಅದರಿಂದ ಡಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈ ರೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ that rays doesn't shows any charge, and he named that rays as a neutrally charged species. So therefore he said that atom ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು protons, neutrons ಮಾತ್ರ, electrons ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, it also carries some of the chargeless species, and he named that as what? Neutrons. And its mass is a little bit higher than that of the protons. Okay? Later, Faraday, James Chadwick ಯಾವಾಗ protons, neutrons, electrons ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಈ protons, neutrons, electrons atom ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಥಾಮ್ಸನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಥಾಮ್ಸನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಥಾಮ್ಸನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ, ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಥಾಮ್ಸನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಸ್ಪೆರಿಕಲಿ ಶೇಪ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. It is like a watermelon. We consider it as that model. Thomson model is usually called as what? Plum pudding model. It is also be called as a plum pudding model. Plum pudding model. In plum pudding model, in the sense, we consider the atom as watermelon. Watermelon alli hege black seeds ide, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ atom alli ಸಹ what electrons ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು it is there at some position, and ಏನು watermelon alli red color fruit plums ide, and we consider that as a positive charge, and we name that seeds as a negatively charged. So according to his model, atom is what spherically shaped, where the negatively charged particles are restricted to some position, but the positively charged particle is uniformly distributed. So this concept later it was not accepted. Okay, it was not accepted because once Thomson model is discovered, immediately Rutherford also studied about the atom. Okay, and he said that no, atom alli electrons ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಈ ರೀತಿ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಆಟಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಏನು ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಹೌ ದ ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ಸ್, he said that what he did was he considered the gold foil ಅನ್ನು consider ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಫಾಯಿಲ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬೊಂಬಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನು allowed to pass through the gold foil. So when you pass the alpha particle through the gold foil, what it absorbs, some of the alpha particle moves what, some of the alpha particle it is usually moves in the straight line. Alpha particles usually moves in the straight line, but only the few alpha particles shows the deflection, and only one or two alpha particle is bounced back. Okay, see, when you allow to pass the alpha particles into the gold foil, major portion of the alpha particle pass through the gold foil, straight and pass ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Only few alpha particles is the deflect ಆಗ್ತದೆ, but only one or two alpha particle direct ಆಗಿ bounce ಆಗ್ತದೆ. And it given the conclusion that alpha particles usually carries what positive charge alpha particles ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೀಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇದೀಗ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, and he said that most of the alpha particles straight ಆಗಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. What is its meaning? Some of the alpha particles deflection ಆಗಿದೆ, and only the few alpha particles bounced back. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಆಟಮ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೇಗಿರಬಹುದು? He said that many of the alpha particles direct ಆಗಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ most of the space inside the atom is what? Empty. So most of the space inside the atom is empty. So therefore atom ಒಳಗಡೆ alpha ray particles direct ಆಗಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. Why it shows the deflection here? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ deflection ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂತು? Here there is a positive charge in the center. Center ಅಲ್ಲಿ positive charge ಇದೆ. We call it as a nucleus. So when the alpha particles moving in the side of a what positively charged particle, it shows a deflection. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ bounce back ಆಯಿತು? Because when the alpha particle directly hits to the positively charged particle, it will be bounced back. You got it? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? According to the Rutherford model, most of the alpha particle pass through the gold foil is directly pass through the gold foil. Correct? Yake? Because most of the space inside the atom is empty, so therefore direct agi gold foil ಮೂಲಕ pass ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ some of the alpha particle is bounced or it shows a deflection. It is because of the positive charge environment, that is nucleus here. Because alpha itself positive ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ, atom ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ positive charge ಇರುವ ಕಾರಣ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು rays ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ it shows a deflection because positive repulsion ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So when the rays exactly hit on the positively charged nucleus, it will be bounced back. Okay, so ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಥಾಮ್ಸನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಏನು electrons it will be as I say it will be distributed. Positive charge throughout the structure ಏನು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ electrons embedded ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಥಾಮ್ಸನ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, electrons enclosed within the positive charge as a seal. Okay, but Rutherford model ಏನು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ? No, positive charge is not uniformly distributed, but it is only restricted to the small portion inside the atom. That portion is called as what? Nucleus. And he said that most of the space inside the atom is empty. Okay, so therefore many of the alpha particles directly pass through the atom, and only few alpha particles will be shows deflections and bounce back. But it doesn't give any information about the electrons. Right? So Thomson model fail ಆಯಿತು ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಮತ್ತು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಒಂದು 50% ಅದರ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ವಿಚ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಟೆಲ್ಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ರುದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. He showed that positive charge is present only at the center, at the nucleus. Okay, but electrons distribution ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. So that electron distribution is correctly given by what? Bohr model of atom. Bohr model of the atom. Okay, Bohr concept. Niels Bohr is the one who discovered, who given the correct information about the structure of atom by considering the hydrogen atom. Hydrogen atom and consider discover model. So these are the general introduction towards the atom. Atom ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Atom ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು subatomic particles ಯಾವುವೆಲ್ಲ? And atoms ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು subatomic particles ನ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? ಆಮೇಲೆ how the discovery electrons, protons, neutrons ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆ electrons, protons, neutrons ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಥಾಮ್ಸನ್ ಮತ್ತು ರದರ್ಫೋರ್ಡ್ by means of their model, Thomson atomic model and Rutherford atomic model, who given the idea about the atom arrangement of subatomic particles, but it was not accepted because of some limitations. Okay, so this is about the general introduction part related to the structure of atom. So direct ಆಗಿ concept ಬಗ್ಗೆ next class ಅಲ್ಲಿ we will discuss about the concept in the next class. Okay, and before that what is the atomic number, what is the mass number? Okay, so this will be in detail we will discuss about in the next class. Okay, we will also discuss about the atomic number, mass number and different model of the atom, that is Bohr model of the atom in next class.